What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Misadventure Lab, where we test things, build things, and sometimes destroy things. So today we're going to take a look at the Gspace Mars GTR scooter that I picked up, and it looks amazing. But before that, make sure if you're interested in any of our merchandise, we have awesome shirts and we have awesome hats. So if you've been watching, you probably saw last video, which was us building the world's largest off-road recovery drone, which turned out absolutely amazing until it, maybe you just have to go watch the video. But before that, we have to thank Chris, Mikel for coming out and helping us with that drone. It turned out awesome. Everybody did a great job. It was a big team effort. We've been working on that since about February, and George has been dreaming about that drone since pretty much before the channel even started. So we got it accomplished, and now we are working on the second iteration, which is going to turn out absolutely awesome, and that will be coming eventually because these videos take a long time, especially that type of project. So George right now is actually back in Utah again. He's been going back and forth and back and forth. He's back in Utah right now, and they are building a full frame out of aluminum this time. And it's also going to be, instead of a recovery drone, it is going to be a flying car. Or should I say a flying mini Jeep. I think it's going to be pretty sick. Hopefully you guys will stick around. Make sure you like and subscribe because that video will come out eventually, maybe a couple months from now. Not exactly sure. It's a big project. It's going to take us all the effort of all of us once again, and maybe you'll see Trevor again in that video. So today we got brand new. I picked up another scooter to test out. It's from Gspace and it's the Mars GTR. This thing is supposed to be the baddest scooter on the web. I came across a video on Scooter Gang and he did a review of this, and he's been driving it a lot. I think he's got over 2,000 miles now on his, and I was super interested. One, because it gets good range, and two, because this thing claims to do 68 miles an hour, and it pushes almost 11,000 watts. That is absolutely insane. I don't understand it. You're on two wheels on a scooter with 11,000 watts. That's more than almost all the Surons that I've ridden. That's pushing it pretty high. To go over it really quick, I'm just going to give you a brief overview because I have been riding this, and let me tell you, it is extremely fast. It took the breath away as soon as I launched it with dual motors on. It is crazy. Let's just put it this way. With one motor on, it does 45 miles an hour. Just one motor. It's insane. I wanted to give it a brief test run and just understand a little bit more about the scooter, so that's why I rode it. I think it's got 30 miles on it now, and I absolutely love this thing. And it's a little bit dangerous, but we'll get to that soon. So to go over everything, this does have neon lights that you can control with an app. It has a built-in fire extinguisher for the battery system, which is crazy. You could go watch Scooter Gang video. You'll see everything on the inside of this. There's also really heavy-duty fuses. There's just tons of great stuff that this scooter has that a lot of other scooters just don't have. This thing has 4-piston front and rear brakes from Nut, and they look amazing. They feel great. I've tested them a lot already. This has awesome dual suspension front and rear, and I think Scooter Gang called it the BMW suspension. You'll have to look at this clip right now and you'll see the way it's laid out on the front. But it is adjustable, which is super nice. Not all the scooters have fully adjustable suspension. It's got a huge battery. So it's a 72 volt scooter. It's got a 45 amp hour battery, which is huge with 21700 cells. So it's got big lithium cells in there. They claim it has a 68-mile-an-hour speed. I definitely believe that it does. And give and take, depending on how much you weigh, I'm about 160 pounds. So I'm pretty light for this. It should be able to pull me to 68, no problem. Acceleration, they claim 0 to 31 miles an hour in 3.1 seconds. I would say it's definitely true. Besides the big 3mm disc rotors on the front and back, it does also have, which a few other of my scooters have, but this does have electronic ABS, which is pretty much, it's just regenerative braking. So when you pull on the brakes, it engages the motor to help slow it down. This one's pretty adjustable. I think it has 5 levels of adjustment, which is super nice. Right now I put it on level 2. Level 3 seemed a little bit extreme. Level 1 seemed a little bit too soft. And level 5 was just absolutely ridiculous. It would almost throw you off the front end. So I picked level 2, it feels the best. Out of the box, it comes at level 3. Out of the box, this one is speed limited, but it's very easy to get into the menu and change all the settings. This one does have really nice bright headlight. I've already tested that at night. Works great. It's got turn signals in the front, turn signals in the rear, and it also has a nice bright brake light. The one thing about these scooters, it's very hard to see because it's low. So during the day, I don't think anybody that's driving around on bikes or cars is, maybe bikes, but cars and stuff are not going to see the rear tail light. It's pretty low on the ground. It's got 11-inch front and rear tires. These are a little bit of the, like, not so off-road like some of the other scooters I have, but it's definitely like a mixed on-road, off-road tire. And so far, off and on the road, they're really good. They're really solid. It's got a nice big screen. It does have NFC that you tap to unlock. And then there's also a passcode in the screen too. This one can handle 400 pounds standing on it. It does have 650-pound springs. Those are a little bit stiff for me. I'm gonna try to find like 400 or even 300-pound springs for me, just because I'm pretty light, so I barely move it. It does move, but it's definitely, it could be a little bit less for my weight. But this one is claiming to handle up to 400 pounds, so depending on the person, how tall, how big, whatever, this can handle a lot, which is nice. It is foldable, which is nice. At least it goes compact, but it is heavy. I think it's 138 pounds, which is pretty heavy. You're not going to be throwing this in the backseat of your car or carrying it up a flight of stairs if you live in an apartment. It's heavy, it's bulky. The price, it's around $3,400 right now. There is coupon code in the description below, but don't buy this until you watch the full review. And this has definitely got the high-speed, crazy off-road person in mind. It's a great scooter overall. And yeah, well, let's take it out and let's go see and test it and see how it works. I think it's going to be awesome. I've been playing with it a lot, so let's go take it out. Let's go. Alrighty, let's get going. So we have 90 miles on here so far, and so far I like everything about this thing. It's a little bit too powerful in dual motor for me, at least. And going 65 miles an hour plus is pretty insane. With almost 11,000 watts of peak power, this thing is crazy. And if you adjust the settings, you can actually get the front wheel to peel out the whole entire time, which is crazy. It just keeps going, going, going. It's got a lot of power, a lot of torque. a lot of get up and go. So right now I'm in single motor, rear motor, and it has plenty of power even on single motor. I've driven it a bunch through off-road conditions, and it does really good. I think the springs could be a little bit softer. They are 650-pound front and rear springs. So for my weight being about 160 pounds, it could definitely use a little bit lighter of a spring. So I'm gonna look to see if I can find a lighter spring. And the reason I picked this scooter out was because I was watching some videos. I've been super interested lately in scooters and e-motos, but scooters have really caught my attention just because you could do a lot around town and people don't look at them strange as e-motos like Surons. So I decided to start getting into scooters. So I picked up a few scooters, and this one came across my feed, and I came across Scooter Gang, and I saw this scooter, and he's got, I think, just over 2,000 miles on his now. I know he did a bunch of different states with it, and he really likes this one. I know he likes the InMotion RS the most. That's like his top scooter, but I was looking for something that's capable, and I know the InMotion is a little bit lower to the ground, so I was looking for something that has some ground clearance. So I decided to pick this one up, and so far the first 90 miles that I put in it, I like it a lot. And one thing I like a lot about it is the technology that's in place and the build quality. So I did open the deck where the battery and the motor controllers are, and everything is super nice wiring, super clean. And it also has built-in, which is crazy, built-in fire extinguishers, 2 of them, which I don't know if they're gonna do, you know, suffice with a big, you know, battery that's in here. But that being said, anything is better than nothing. And with these batteries, lithium polymer batteries, you know, you just gotta maintain them properly. You don't want to leave them fully charged for weeks on end. If you think you're gonna store it, anything with a lithium polymer battery, you should discharge it to at least below 80%. I usually keep mine stored around 60%, and that seems to work really good. Surprisingly, at 65 miles an hour plus, there is no wobble. I know they do sell a steering stabilizer for this one, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. I do want to get my hands on the steering stabilizer to test it out and see what difference it makes. Overall, I don't think it really needs it. Everything so far has been really good. I love the screen. The screen has got a ton of information on it, and it will show your top speed and everything like that. Let me tell you, I got it up to 65 miles an hour, and it is crazy. It takes your breath away. It's insane. It's got so much power. It's very stable, but I still feel a little bit scared going that fast on a scooter that you're standing on. And, you know, it's definitely insane power. So we're gonna take it out. We're gonna go explore. Let's go find some areas to explore today. Let's kick it up. So right now we're in single motor, and we're already pushing 41 miles an hour. which is crazy. 44, 45. That is absolutely insane for a single motor. Anybody watching, when you're on bike trails, you should be courteous, no matter what you're driving. If it's a e-bike, even if it's a regular bike. Some of these regular bike guys out here, they're so aggressive. I don't understand it. There's no rush. I know people are training, I get it, but it's like, you have to respect that all kinds of people are on these trails. And what's crazy is the e-bikes get a worse rap than they do, even though they're the ones that are more inconsiderate than the e-bikes are. All the e-bike guys that I've driven with, or even passed, or been around in the city, they're all super nice. Like, I haven't found any that are super aggressive or like weaving around people at high rates of speed. So nobody's around right now. Picking it up speed-wise a little bit. We're at 26 miles an hour in level 3. So I go over here quite a bit. It looks like they cleared up and opened up the trail over there, which is nice. Got rid of some of the fallen trees. Wonder if anybody came over here yet. And got rid of the other trees that were fallen. The Cadillacs coming here. Trail's pretty sick. Woohoo! It's bumpy today. Let's put it in dual motor. Let's climb up this. Woo! Quite a bit of ruts. Oh, and the brakes are phenomenal on this thing. It uses hydraulic brakes front and rear from Nut. So these are some really good 4-piston brakes front and rear, and they have the stopping power. But with that being said, a lot of these scooters have regenerative braking, which also helps put you to a stop. So you can set the levels, which is kind of nice on here. I think there's 5 levels of brake. So I put it in 2. I tried 1. I didn't really notice much from 0, but 3 seems a little too much, and 2 just was perfect, in my opinion. I'll keep playing with it a little bit more and see if anything changes. But it still peels out the tire. Like, without a doubt, this thing just wants to pull you and pull you and pull you. I just put it in dual motor again, and like, as soon as you push it, I don't know if you can hear that, but it wants to peel out the front tire the whole time. It throws you back. What I do on speed runs is I shift my weight a little bit forward to put some more weight on the front, because if not, it just keeps wanting to throw you in the air. I've been about almost 19 miles right now. Just enjoying exploring. Oh, we got a tree down. Should we try to move it? I bet you it's heavy. Is it heavy? Whoa! Woo! See if we can squeeze through. Woo! Squeeze through. This is the stair section. I know I can't make it up. I've already tried. It's super steep. Let's see if we can go around. Woo! Just goes through not everything. There's the downspout. Woo! And this goes this way. Sounds like we got a leaf stuck. Oh, almost crashed into a massive branch. Well, this is the tight spot. Right off the ledge. See if I can make it around. Turn it to single motor. Oh, yeah. Woo. That was a tight spot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. I made it. Oh. Whoa. Oh, the branch is in the way. Ready, 3, 2, 1. It's slippery. Let's go. We got this. Oh, didn't make it. Gonna fall back. Should go that way a little. Need more grabby tires for this. There we go. Put a little weight on the back. And then bam. Made it out. Oh, gap. This is what happens when you have 100 and almost 40 pounds. Woo. Got over. Woo. And we made it out. Well, that was a workout. And we're sitting at 72 volts. Woo. You can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but holy moly, it's just pulling the front tire and whipping rocks up in the air. Woo! The power this thing has is so impressive. Still in dual motor, level 5. Woo! Nothing but power. This is crazy. The amount of torque this scooter has to be unmatched. There's no way anything else is as powerful as this. Oh, I know what's more powerful. All right, this is gonna be a fair comparison. The Gspace Mars GTR versus the Lime scooter. Oh, the Lime scooter is beast. Or is it? I don't know. These little thin tires, not gonna go too far. Look at how beat up these things are from people riding them, bashing them, crashing them. Everything's falling apart. I think the battery looks like, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure the Lime scooter is not gonna win. So we'll just say goodbye. Bye, Lime scooter. Boom, boom, bam, ba, dam. Ah, this is where the bridge is. The mini bridge. You could cut through. Go to the other part of Sauganash. I never went this way. See, you can just get out on a scooter, an e-bike, and just explore. This thing is absolutely amazing. Fast, a little bit crazy, but boy, oh boy, this thing rips. It has got so much power. After riding for a little bit, we'll keep going. But so far, this thing impresses me. And the lights down there, you can adjust with an app. So at night, you can really see these lights glow. But you can change the settings on a phone app. So it's got big brakes, super nice, tons of braking power, really nice headlight. The suspension is amazing, especially this front suspension. Great design. Overall, super nice. Bright screen. You can easily see it even in the sunlight. We're at 74.7 volts. Again, this was not fully charged for this ride. It is absolutely amazing. Another thing I recommend for anybody interested in getting a scooter, an e-bike, an e-moto, whatever, if you're gonna leave it somewhere, if you're gonna run to the store, get a good lock. Get a good lock. This lock has done pretty good for me so far. It's got pretty good ratings. I know with the right tools you could cut through this one. I do have some big chain locks as well. And then I have looked at U-locks, but a lot of the U-locks aren't big enough to work with this style, especially the e-bikes. It's really hard to find a U-lock that will work properly with some of those e-bikes, especially since the frames are so big. It does have a nice tail light. It's a little bit low, just like the rest of the scooters. There's not much you can do on scooters like this. They just sit low. Turn signals are pretty bright. You can see them pretty well during the day. But for other cars, I'm sure you're not going to be able to see those. It does have a horn. It's not super loud, but it's just enough to let people know you're coming. It does fold. It folds right here, which is different than all the rest. I do like the way it folds because both wheels are still on the ground when you fold it. So you can just fold it flat. It weighs a lot, so you're not going to be carrying this one around. But that being said, it stores pretty well. It's 72 volt, 45 amp hour battery, so it's got a huge battery underneath there. And again, like I said, it has, underneath here, it has little fire extinguishers, 2 of them. So in case your battery catches on fire, I guess those are there to help a little bit. I don't know what they're gonna do completely, because when those batteries go, they don't stop pretty well. But this is sealed and contained, so maybe it will put out the fire. I'm not sure, but it's better than nothing. These are big motors, front and rear. Nice size tires. This just feels like a really well-built scooter. Like, honestly, I would take this over Segways all day long. This is not a paid ad. We did not get paid to say anything about this scooter. Like I said, I'll ride it some more. I put 90 miles on it before I did this full review, because I really wanted to make sure I like this, you know. First impressions, it was amazing, but it's still like the fun factor, the ride, the build quality, the way it rides, it's amazing. It still impresses me right now. Would I recommend this scooter for everyone? No, at the price point. So this one's around $3,400, and that's quite hefty for most people. It does have dual ports on this side and another port on that side. What I do know is you can connect an inverter to this and charge other things like your phones, your cameras, another scooter. So it does have that capability. You can run dual chargers. It only comes with one charger. So everything that I've ridden so far, this is the nicest one. It does have the NFC chip here, so that's good for security. It's got your horn, your headlight. Headlight is nice and bright. You don't have to worry about that. It's good at night. You got your turn signals up here, which you can turn on. Hazard lights. Super nice. So, with that being said, would I recommend this scooter? Yes. Who would I recommend it to? Not everybody. First of all, it's a little bit expensive. $3,400 for a scooter that can do 68 miles an hour is not for everyone. They do have plenty of other scooters out there, but if you're already into scooters and you want to go faster, this is definitely one. If you want really high quality, if you want really high build quality, this is the one for you. I'm sure there are other scooters. This is the GTR. I know they have the GT, and honestly, there's nothing better than this scooter. This scooter is amazing. This one is definitely the top scooter that I own right now and the best one that I've ridden so far. The suspension could be a little bit softer, but is that an easy fix? Most likely, and I will probably be changing that out soon. Besides that, is everything else good about it? Yeah, what's the positives? There's a lot of them. What's the negatives? I would say it's quite heavy. It's a little bit too fast for most people. And the suspension is a little bit stiffer than for my weight, especially being only 160 pounds. It's a little bit too stiff for me. But some people, I'm sure it's perfectly fine. Another thing, it only comes with one charger. I wish it came with two. So it does take a little bit longer to charge, but honestly, with all the range you get, if you drove all day, brought it home, charged it overnight, woke up, you'll have a full charge. So is it that bad? No, but if you're in a rush and you want to charge fast and move, and maybe you take this to work and your work is pretty far away, having two chargers sometimes is nice. So, but that's easy enough to fix. You just order another charger. So besides that, hope you like this video, and make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and let me know what else you want us to check out. We are working on the massive drone, which is going to be a flying car, or should I say a flying mini Jeep. So make sure to watch for that. That video will come out eventually. It's a big project. Big projects take time, and it's a lot of filming, let alone the build process is quite lengthy. As you saw in the last video with me, George, Trevor, Chris, Mikkel, it was a big project. Lots of months behind it, lots of back and forth, lots of changes in the design, and then we got it flying. Yes, did it crash? Well, you'll have to find out in the video if you haven't watched it. But besides that, thanks for watching, and make sure you have a great day.